What up, guys? Kevin here. Time to play my favorite game, your favorite game, Tulsi Gabbard's favorite game, the Metacritic score game. This is a game where a game comes out, people review it, they give it a score, Metacritic takes all the scores and gives it one number, just one, maybe two, maybe three if it gets 100. But I don't think I've ever guessed 100 before. I don't even think a game's ever gotten 100 before. But today we're doing S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. Yeah, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. From the cult classic franchise S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But no, this game is finally coming out. And what a roller coaster ride this studio's been through. Life and death. They're from Ukraine. And we know, a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, war broke out between Ukraine and Russia. And everyone's on Ukraine's side, like, yeah, screw you, Putin. Screw you, Russia. And then every single day, go on Twitter, oh, we're sending another 60 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion, 10 billion. Okay, maybe not that much, but I think Americans, I'm only coming from America, and I know this channel goes outside of America. Shout out to my Europeans out there. But yeah, we got a little bit different of an attitude now in terms of just, hey, can you guys just knock it off over there? Stop the war. And so we can stop sending you money, and we can send money to illegal aliens. But no. But what they've gone through, I just sit here and think about it. I'm like, man, just fighting. Have you seen footage of these wars going on? It's the creepiest thing. Like the drone. There's like one I saw where it's just like a guy running from a drone. Running from a little, piece of plastic in the air. Flying in the air. But then it like dropped a bomb, or it was a bomb itself. Blew him the F up. Like, all right, let's get back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. Just a bunch of crazy footage I've seen. I think the craziest one was guy got his wee-wee chopped off, and I watched it. I think at lunch, too. I'm eating Subway. All right, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. I think I got my channel demonetized talking like that before. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. This is a series I've always wanted to get into, but just not enough hours in the day, really. And I hear these games are pretty damn hard. They're pretty brutal, but that is why it's a cult classic. Like, hey, these are very immersive games you get sucked into, and you need to get sucked into. And the more you suck yourself into it, the more you love it. So what do reviewers think of that? Because I hear S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is going to be the same thing. I'll never forget the footage of like Phil Spencer of Xbox hanging out with Todd Howard. He played it for like 5 seconds and immediately died. He's like, yep, okay, cool. Looks good, guys. And Todd Howard's like, yeah, I don't want to play it. But yeah, I think there's going to be a hardcore audience for this game. I really do think it's a game that a lot of Xbox peeps are hyping up. And I do think they will really hype it up when the Metacritic score comes out. But it seems like a game that people start playing and go, oh yeah, I'll just go back to playing COD. But what score would that be for people to get hyped up, but then move to COD once they realize, oh, this isn't a game for me? And I think that score will be, I think it'll be an 88. I do think there'll be some reviewers that it turns off. But I don't know. I feel like here's what I feel. Back up that 88. I'm going to take that 88 off the table. Forget I said that. I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is going to be one of those games where if you try to casually play it or play it a certain way, it's just going to chew you up and spit you out. And you're going to hate it. But I don't think those people will review the game. Or maybe they'll try to review the game and go, I made a mistake. I'll move on to something else. But I do think it's a game that that the reviewers are going to have to be very patient on and force themselves to learn the game, learn the ropes, and beat it. And I feel like it's one of those games that if you beat it, you'll love it. So bump that 88 up to a 92. I'm guessing a 92 for Stalker 2. And another reason why it should be so high, because I think Jeff Keighley's going to announce the nominations for Game of the Year or the Game Awards here in a couple days. And this game comes out a few days after that. So, of course, it's going to get a great score. And, of course, there's going to be conversation of why is it the 2024 Game Awards when a 2024 game that is very much needed to be included into the Game of the Year awards, because it's going to be pretty dry in terms of Game of the Year awards. Why is that not included? Why is there some arbitrary cutoff date with plenty of 2024 left? That conversation will happen because this game's going to get a 92 and should at least be nominated. So 92, that is my guess for Stalker 2. Shout out again to the devs. I mean, I think they had to uproot they were getting bombed. They had to leave. I think one of their developers even died. So shout out to them. Support the game if you can or not. Maybe you're in Russia. You're like, F you. F you guys. I just want money to go towards my fellow Americans. All right. Now I'm being a nationalist here. But anyways, I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.